Hey guys! So I have a quick video for you guys today of first impressions of something that I picked up at Ulta recently. It is still available at Ulta. You can also get it online if you don't have a store like around you, but I'm really loving it, so I thought that you guys might be interested in checking it out. It's by Tarte. It is part of their holiday packaging, which I love this purple with like the gold foil. It's called the Gorgeous Getaways palette. It's a portable palette and collector's compact, and it comes with the best products. I believe this was $49. If I'm not right, we will write it down in the description box below. But here is basically what you get. It does come with a very large mirror, but you get 16 eyeshadows and 4 blushes, which I will just say that the Amazonian clay blushes themselves make this like this whole palette like worth the price. And then you also get a little portable palette to take with you on the go and 3 lip glosses. Now I'm gonna swatch each of these like quads. Basically in each little set you get a quad of 4 eyeshadows and a blush. And what makes these portable is that if you pull the little ribbon tab that's right here on the side, you can pop this whole palette up and put it in the little portable palette that comes with it in the bottom drawer and take it on the go. So I'm going to take out the little sheet of paper that has all of the names on them, and I'm going to lay it down here in front of me. I'm actually putting them on a white piece of paper so that I can read them a little bit easier. Got this idea, by the way, from Kathleen. Her channel is PrettyDaysies, so thank you, Kathleen, for the idea of doing that, because that was pretty genius. Okay, let's just get going with this. The first 4 eyeshadows are this quad up here. Now I will tell you really quickly too that I think this is my most used set. I love the 4 eyeshadows and I really love this blush the most. Okay, but first little portable palette. You have these 4 eyeshadow colors and the blush in Savvy. This is Grand Canyon. This is Taj Mahal. You have Central Park and you have Big Ben. And actually, I'm really happy with Tarte right now because I didn't realize this until just this very minute. They have the names on the back, which makes it so much easier. Okay, so I'm going to swatch these. The blush Savvy is really, really pretty. It's just a very gorgeous, like almost kind of like a muted dusty pink. It has a little bit of a nude tone to it than the others in the palette do. So I think if you're looking for something that just leans a little bit, I would say a little bit warmer, not like a bronzer warm, but just a warmer blush, this is a great one to go to. And then of the 4 eyeshadows, you have Grand Canyon. Just a very pretty, like almost matte peach. You have this color here, which is Taj Mahal, which is a great brow bone color if you don't mind a little bit of shimmer on your brow bone. And then you have Big Ben, which is, this looks like it is a matte, but it actually has a tiny bit of shimmer in it. And that's a very pretty color for kind of like blending colors out in your crease. And then Central Park is kind of like a matte hunter green. And I have actually used this color quite a bit as well. It's a great color for fall. So here are all 4 of them on my hand. I feel like you get a lot of color payoff with Central Park, the hunter green one. And like I said, if you like a shimmer color on your brow bone, I really love Taj Mahal for that. The one in this quad that I feel like you don't get quite as much color payoff as I would like is this shade here, Big Ben. But kind of that's one reason why that makes it a good crease color. At least kind of that's what I have found that I go to the most for like transitioning colors in my crease. The peach shade here, Grand Canyon, is one that I have not used very often. Then let's see, let me wipe these swatches off of my hand so I can go on to the next one. Okay, this is my favorite of the little portable palettes. This is the blush in Spontaneous, which is my favorite blush in the entire palette. So there it is next to the other one. As you can see, that's why I called this one more of a warmer blush. The Spontaneous is a bit brighter. And then of the 4 eyeshadows, you have Great Sphinx, which I love. Santorini Bikini, which is just a really great all over lid color. Pacific Sunset is this gorgeous gold. and then Belgian chocolate. All of these four have shimmer in them, so if you don't like shimmer, you might not love this quad, but I really particularly like shimmer, so I'm not scared of it. I go right in and get in there with it. And there are those four colors swatched. I love all four of these. I definitely think that this color here, the Santorini Bikini, is, like I said, gorgeous to place all over your eye. You can use the darker color here. This is the Belgian chocolate. You can use that on like your outer corner and in your crease. And then the Great Sphinx is just a tiny, it's just a shade lighter in your brown, but you can also blend that into your crease. And this is the palette that if I were going on vacation and I only wanted to take one, I'd probably grab this one. Really love those colors. Okay, wipe this set off and go on to the next. All right, this is a really gorgeous set too. This is probably my second favorite of the four quads. This is a blush in Ambitious. Again, it's still really wearable. It's a little bit more of a matte pink, not so much a shimmery pink. And then of the four eyeshadows, you have Buckingham Palace. Gotta love the name of that. Serengeti Sand. This one is Rocky Mountains. Rocky Mountains is kind of like, this one is a shimmery kind of taupey gray, and this one is more of a matte gray. Serengeti Sand is just pretty matte, like ivory. And then Bordeaux, which is a gorgeous like cranberry color. Okay, so there are all four colors. And then swatched on the back of my hand. The only thing that I will say that disappointed me with these colors and this quad is that Bordeaux, as gorgeous as it looks in the pan, I feel like you don't quite get the same color payoff when you apply it. It comes out much, much darker, and I would love for it to apply more that cranberry color, like a true to color cranberry, and I feel like it comes off just quite a bit darker. But they do wear really well, really very pretty. I feel like this can definitely be an easy go-to compact for just an everyday eye look. Nothing too bold or like standing out in colors, as you can see. I mean, they're dark as in they're pigmented, but they're not like anything outside of the norm. So I really like that quad as well. Like I said, definitely my second favorite. And then for the very last quad, it's going to be like swatch sitting on the back of my hand, is this little palette here. Now, this one's probably my least favorite because I'm a little intimidated by this blush. This is Lighthearted, and it is definitely the brightest pink of the group. And there you can see it swatched on my hand. So if you're going to go in with this one, I'd say go in really, really lightly and maybe only just pop it on the apples of your cheeks for just like a little extra punch if you really want a like rosy cheek. And then of the four eyeshadows, you have Eiffel Tower, which this one is a bit of a dark matte gray. And then this is a gorgeous gold that I love. It's called Gold Coast. And then you have Space Needle, which is more of a like a shimmery taupe color. Be a good Kristin Gehm color. And then Midnight in Paris is another kind of like hunter green color, which I'm very surprised that they put two very similar hunter green colors in one palette. But these are the colors swatched on my hand. Like I said, I love, love, love this gold. That is the more taupey shade. This is the hunter green. And this one is the Eiffel Tower, which is the more like matte gray. So again, if you don't mind going with a bright rosy blush, then you can definitely, you know, take this one with you on the go. It's going to give you some gorgeous color payoff, especially that gold and the matte kind of gray. I really love that one. So here are just for curiosity's sake, I want to show you guys that there are two really similar greens. One is a little bit more hunter green, this one here, which is Central Park, whereas this matte green here is a little bit more teal, and that one is Midnight in Paris. But I would have thought that they could have given you a few another color option there instead of giving you two that were so similar. It would have been really nice to have like a pretty purple, or even this palette is kind of missing like a matte black, just to do a little bit of like, if you wanted to define your crease a little bit and really go for like a little more rocker look. Then getting into, take the colors off the back of my hand, getting into the little pull-out drawer in the bottom. This is where you would keep your little portable palette when it's not in use. And I will show you just really quickly. That's how that works. There is a mirror here. And when you want to take one of your portable palettes to go, you pop it out of the box, just place it in here. And there you go. You are ready to travel with a, you know, nice little travel size compact with a blush, and you're set as far as your eyeshadow and your blush options for traveling go. And then it comes with 3 different lip glosses. The one thing that I will say about these is I was surprised that you don't get more color variation. I thought that these were 3 somewhat similar in shade colors. I do like all 3 of them, but for people who maybe would want more of like a plum color or even a red, I feel like that this like little box set was missing that. I, however, wouldn't wear a red, so I was fine with the fact that there wasn't one of those, but I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit of a darker plum. Okay, the first one is this gorgeous like baby pink. This is New York Minute. These do smell really well, and I feel like you get a decent color payoff with them. And I feel like they wear really well. They are a little bit like sticky, a little tacky, but I don't necessarily hate that in lip glosses. I feel like it makes them last a little bit longer throughout the day. As long as you don't mind that, I think you'll really enjoy these. This one is my favorite. It's called Check Me Out, and it's a very pretty like mid-tone pink. Let's get that on my hand as a swatch. This is the one that I feel like I've worn the most so far. And that is that swatched on my hands. Very, very pretty. It's a little bit of it's almost a little bit melon, except for that this one is really melony. This is When in Rome, and it's really bright. So I actually think this would have been better in like a spring or summertime palette. This is the one that I think that they could have replaced for a holiday palette that's coming out in the fall and winter. I think they could have replaced this color with more of like a darker plum. This is just, to me, more of a summer and spring lip color, but very pretty. They are, you know, all in the melony pink family. So like I said, I think that this palette overall is a great value. I think to get the 4 Amazonian blushes alone, you're definitely getting your money's worth. The 16 eyeshadows, while I have a few that are favorites and I think I'll really use a lot, I think that they're all good quality. They blend really well. They wear well. I do always use an eye primer, just whichever one I'm using at the moment, so that my eyeshadow doesn't crease throughout the day. But I will definitely be using that to go on like long weekend or vacations, because I think that when you're traveling, you don't need to have all of your makeup with you. So to have 4 eyeshadows and a blush and one little compact that's not too bulky and doesn't take up too much space, it's just really great. And I do think it makes a great gift, particularly if you have a friend or family member that you know is going to be doing some traveling in the coming year. Then I would suggest checking this out for them. So again, it's still at Ulta. Comes in, I think, right under $50. And if you're interested, feel free to leave me any questions in the comments below. And I will see you guys in our next video. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll talk to you later. Bye.